Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mobile Weekly / Mobile Q&A, where we go over all latest news that happened during the week of mobile and tech and answer your questions live. If this is your first time watching us, you just ask your questions in the comments section down below, and I will answer them before the end of the show. Now, make sure you guys have checked out our 6-year anniversary giveaway. We're giving away 6 different products, 2 internationally, 4 locally. So make sure you enter to win those giveaways. And again, once again, thank you for everyone that has subscribed and checks out our shows, our channel every week. I really do appreciate it. Now let's get to the news. All right, so the first bit of news this week is, in my opinion, a really bad trend that might happen in 2018 for no reason. And it's really bad because it shows that tech companies aren't doing research and development and focus groups. Because we see this ASUS phone, this Zenfone 5, and it looks like an iPhone and it has this stupid notch. So let me clear the air just for any Android manufacturer out there. No one likes the notch. No one. People put up with the notch. People say the notch doesn't bother them that much, but no one likes the notch. No one says, man, that notch is sexy. Not a one. No one gives a damn about it. The notch is not loved. The notch is not liked. No one thinks it's a futuristic look. They put up with the notch again. People even say like, oh, the notch doesn't really bother me. Not a big deal. Don't even worry about it. But the truth of the matter is no one wants the notch. So that's just, I need to clear that air because this is stupid. Whoever okayed this at ASUS should be fired. I mean, like, there's no reason to do it this way. If anything, if you need a notch of sort, do it what Xiaomi Mi Mix X2, Xiaomi Mi Mix 2S is doing. They're putting the notch in the corner. At least it's more out of the way and more doesn't even matter, especially when you have a widescreen video. It looks great for that. But that's just one thing that I was just like, who the hell said this was a good idea? Because they seriously do not understand consumers. Whoever thought this was a good idea does not understand consumers. Anyone that follows the notch trend this year, just please let them know you do not understand consumers. Just don't. You just don't. But yeah, I thought this was really bad, especially because I love ASUS as a company. I really have loved a lot of their products in the past, but that just makes me not want to even care to get this phone. And again, it's not the fact that, look, the Essential phone has a notch, the iPhone X has a notch. People don't mind the notch in some cases, but no one prefers this. No one like, oh man, I can't wait to have a phone with a notch. No one thinks that way. And prove me if I'm wrong. If you love the notch, if you actually love the notch and prefer a notch, let me know in the comment section down below. I would be very stunned to learn that. Alright. Now the next bit of news is something that a lot of you have been asking about for the past couple months now. Everyone has been asking, when is the Gear S4 coming out from Samsung? And when is the Tab S4 coming out from Samsung? Well, the Gear S4 we have kind of pretty much confirmed now by all my sources that yes, the 4 is being pushed back till the Note, which is again standard when the watches usually in the past have come out. But the Tab S4 looks like it might make MWC. Which again, for a while, phones used to be announced before the MWC event, and then at MWC, the tablets were the main star of the show. It looks like the tablet will make a return. We have not had a new Tab S series. I want to say it's been 2 years now, but the big thing about this one is that it will have Android Oreo on board. So it's going to have Android Oreo on board right away. It's going to have a 2K display, of course, 10.5 inch. So a little bit of a difference, but yeah. Snapdragon, we don't know which one it is. I'm assuming it's the 35. That's what Phone Arena believes too, because I do not believe they would put a 45 in there. Samsung has yet to put like the best processor available in the current flagship lineup, which is disappointing to me, but I get it. Tablet sales are stagnant, but you have to either put a very high-end processor in there or a very budget-minded processor in there, in my opinion, but that is what Samsung is doing. 3.1 gigs of RAM, which means you're having 4 gigs of RAM, which I think is very dated and antiquated for a tablet in this day and age, to be honest. I think that should have been at 6 gigs of RAM. It's a tablet. You want to push that it can do more, and I think that was a mistake on their part. It is going to have 64 gigs of storage, 12 megapixel rear camera, 7 megapixel front camera. So those are all good. We'll see. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited for a new Samsung or a new Android tablet in general? I am still fine with my Tab S3. I honestly don't use it as much anymore. But yeah, I'm curious if anyone really like is clamoring for a new tablet from Android. Alright, and the first benchmarks with the Snapdragon 845, the processor that will be in the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus, have come out, and, well, S9 Plus, have come out, and they have beaten the iPhone X in graphics. However, they are still below the iPhone X in terms of regular processing power. So it's really an interesting take on it overall. I think it's doing well, but we're really gonna have to see how it performs overall. And the big thing that everyone, I would say, is going to be excited for is 4K with HDR at 60 FPS. That's really one of the things that I'm very excited for. And of course, you're gonna be able to, with this, have the in-screen display fingerprint scanner, which isn't ready yet, but could be down the line. But yeah, I mean, it's looking good. It's looking about 30% on average faster compared to the 835. So we'll have to wait and see how that's going, basically. Samsung's new wireless charger stand for the S9 is leaked, and basically it's like a cheaper version of this one. So let me unplug this. So this is the wireless charger I have from Samsung, but it's a convertible one. So basically I can go flat or lay it up. Now this one is basically just going to be up. It will be cheaper for that reason. This will be more budget minded compared to this one, which I believe this one was $80 when it first came out. This one will more likely be like around 50 or so, but it's still nice. It's still gonna have that faux leather style and design. So yeah, that's just gonna be the main thing with this one, is it's going to be a little bit of a different style. Alright, Apple, LG, and Valve are currently investing in AR technology, specifically for headsets. Now, this is a really interesting concept because I am really curious I was a big fan of the idea of Google Glass. I have been on record for that. Basically, I thought Google Glass was a great concept. However, I do think the biggest deterrent of Google Glass was the camera. I think if Google Glass didn't have a camera, it would have done much better. And if it would have been at a $700 price point to consumers instead of a $1,500 price point to developers, I think that would have done a lot better overall. But the camera thing was too big of a phobia, and I get it. Google was trying to do some really innovative stuff with augmented reality, and I think if they had just stuck to a smart display in front of your eyes without a camera, I think it would have done a lot better. But privacy trumped everything when it came to Google Glass, and price. So I'm really curious to see how augmented reality glasses would do in the future, because all in all, the camera gives you augmented reality for the most part. You can't do too much of an augmented reality without a camera. But the biggest thing about that is, of course, is that if you lose the camera, then I think it will do better. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think the main thing that deters AR glasses in the future is a camera because of privacy concerns? Or do you think that someone can just develop it in the right way so a camera won't be that big of a deal? Let me know what you guys think. I just think that a camera is still going to be, people will be a bit, have a bit of phobia towards a camera just for privacy concerns. And I don't think it's going to do as well. I mean, even if it had microphones, even if it had, IR sensors to give a depth of field, like if you had all these different sensors, but without the camera, I think it would do much better in my opinion. All right, and we did get more news about LG's next flagship. Now, this will not be called the G7 as far as we have heard that they are dropping the G series name and moniker, but the next LG flagship will be a 6.1-inch display. It will have the Snapdragon 845, and it's going to come out in the June time frame. Now, I think this is a really good idea because really after May, you have a bit of a dead time zone. You have, WWDC coming from Apple, but that's only talking about software. Sometimes they might release an iPad. Sometimes they might just, have pre-orders of things, but nothing is really released in the mobile realm during this time frame, really. You still have a little bit of time before OnePlus does it, which they typically do like, summertime. This is, I think, a really good launching area for LG, and they could capitalize on something that really does well, basically. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think that it's a strong opportunity for them, but again, the biggest thing for LG is that they have to make an impact this time around because their mobile division has been losing them money, whereas every other facet of their business has been making them money. But in terms of mobile smartphones, flagships in particular, they have been losing money. All right, and finally, I'm just gonna end the last bit of news with a new sale that just came out today. I just thought I'd let you guys know, although the Note 8 and S8 might currently drop price, especially over the next 2 weeks with the S9 being announced, you do have a really good deal right now, and that is you get free Galaxy Icon X's, which I believe those are normal price of $200 or maybe $179 now is the normal price for them. But regardless, it's over $100, definitely usually over $150 worth of savings you are getting on these current Bluetooth wireless headphones. So if you are in the market for one of those, I highly suggest, it might not be a bad idea to get it, because even if your smartphone would drop $100 in 2 weeks, you're still saving over $150 now. So that I think is a good one to go with if you are in the market for an S8 or for a Note 8 right now. It's a pretty good deal. All right, guys, now let's get to your questions. Again, if you have a question you want to ask, just ask it in the comment section down below, and I will answer it before the end of the show. I actually just got this. I am testing out, and this will be a giveaway next month, the Ember mug. So we're gonna see how this goes. I will say, I do like that my coffee is still hot after I went on that long paragraph, which, my coffee would have been warm by now. And it's piping hot, so that's pretty cool. All right. Rigsby316 Por Vida. That is hilarious, man. Basically, Rigsby316 for life. So those remember the NWO days. Check your mail. Always appreciate what you do in this channel. Check my mail. I did see your giveaway submission, if that's what you're talking about, but I got a lot of giveaway submissions. I want to say this is probably the biggest giveaway feedback we've ever gotten. We got pretty strong feedback right away. Let me see. Give you guys a current count. We have 33 giveaway entries right now and 14 international giveaways, and that's in the span of about, a little over 24 hours. So a lot of people have entered in the giveaway, which is really cool. So yeah. No to the notch. Say it's not true. I know, right? What up, Ricky? Hey, Warren. When is Android Oreo coming to T-Mobile's S8? Well, it was coming, and then Samsung pulled it. Basically, that update had a lot of issues, so they immediately took it off. I've told you guys this before, the older a phone gets, the more you should not update. Now, while I will say that Oreo will be an okay update, I would imagine, for the S8 and Note 8, I will say this. I would not upgrade to the next OS later this year. Just, those are my thoughts, but just letting you know. Thank you, Samsung, for not having the notch. Yes, I'm very happy Samsung did not do that stupid notch. Good evening, RCKY. How is your night going? My night's going pretty good. No real issues. Just trying to get through this week after a bad ending for escrow with this one sale, man. What's the difference between Gorilla Glass 3 and Gorilla Glass 5? Seems like they all still break. Though that is funny. Some of it has to do with temperatures. The temperatures are more durable, basically, for more extreme temperatures of 5. 5 is more durable for breaking. However, I would argue that between Gorilla Glass 4 and Gorilla Glass 5, Gorilla Glass 5 I feel like is a little bit easier scratched than Gorilla Glass 4 was, and I believe Gorilla Glass 4 was a little bit relatively just more durable when it came to scratching specifically. Now, I will say this, with my phones, I've noticed just like the Note 8, the Pixel, the iPhone X, all of the phones that had Gorilla Glass 5 this year, I felt like they were more prone to light scratches. I mean, I haven't cracked my phones, I haven't, you know, got a big scratch on it, but man, do I, like, under my lights, my studio lights, I notice all of them have light scratches. And I've never had a scratch on my phone until this past year. So yeah, I would say Gorilla Glass 5, in my opinion, just from my experience of all these smartphones, is a little bit more prone to scratching than Gorilla Glass 4 was. Keep up the good work. Love your videos. Thank you. I appreciate that. We don't want the notch. I agree. When is LG G6 getting Oreo? I thought some of them did get Oreo. I guess it depends on the carrier, but I thought G6 was already getting Oreo. Maybe not. I will say this. I love that the Moto 4X literally just got Oreo today, so I thought that was cool when I saw it. Amazon, Alexa, or Google? Google. I'm actually going to do a video on that. I know it might be a bit presumptuous, but I really think that in 2018 you're going to see this more and more. I think Alexa's over. Alexa's time is over, in my opinion. I think Google did what it needed to do this past year, which was the year Google Home came out, Alexa had way more partnerships, and Google Home didn't have anything. Google Home got all those partnerships, could do more features than Alexa, in my opinion, more accurately most of the time. And yeah, I just have to say Google is a better performer overall. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do a video on that because I think 2018 is the year where Google Home really takes over. Because Alexa's still the king right now in terms of sales, in terms of it's in the most homes right now, but I think that's gonna switch this year. Greetings, YouTube tech guy. Greetings, Storm. Greetings, stream. Notch, all bad. Thank God for Samsung. Greetings, Earthling. Will the S9 Plus have a 3x zoom on the dual camera? No, 2x zoom. Right? Yeah, 2x zoom. I mean, I believe 2x zoom. Why my SA Plus when the cable is charging gives me a slow charge message. I used to charge in the cord that came with the phone. Have you tried plugging it into a different outlet maybe? But I mean, you could always, your warranty covers the charger as well that comes with it. So you should be able to send that charger in and get a new charger. Although, of course, you have to have another way of charging your phone. So if you have like a third-party charger in the meantime. But yeah, that would be my first recommendation. If not, you can always use the Samsung Plus app, which you can talk to a live Samsung technician for that too. And they can help you out with your warranty and stuff if you need to send it in. Chance, no notch, no notch, no notch. Thank you. I just heard something about Samsung with too many OLEDs now that Apple cut back production on the iPhone X. Could these screens end up with leftovers, ASUS? That would be hilarious, actually. No, although there is that speculation that Samsung will have it. Remember, this isn't confirmed, and we don't know how. Although we only knew about the lower production for orders that Apple is having, it's not like they wouldn't have known beforehand. So that's always what you have to take with a grain of salt. They're like, oh, well now this is happening, so this must be happening over here. It's like, you know, they talk to each other more than they talk to us, right? Like, they have a relationship. So all in all, I don't know how bad it is. It could be worse than I think it is. But I don't think it's that big of a production loss because it's not like they're not going to use it. Think about this. If they made, you know, a bunch of iPhone X screens, you know, for the next 3 months, right? They have 3 months worth of supplies. And then Apple says, like, actually, we only need 2 months right now. Okay. So they're still going to sell the iPhone X 4 months from now. So when they run out of that batch, because it's not selling even twice as fast, then even in 5 months from now, then they could be like, oh, now we'll take the rest, kind of thing. So it's not that much. Like, yes, they could be sitting on screens for a little bit longer, but it's not going to go to waste, I would say. I know Samsung better not be getting a notch. Oh, I know Samsung better not be getting a notch. I know people. I'll make sure that doesn't happen. Good evening. Do you play Best Friends on Android game apps? No, I do not. Best Friends. What's the game about? Hello. Do you think the Tougaloo crash bug on iOS has... Oh, what do you think about... Oh, is that the one where like you text message it and it crashes? I think that's it. Let me see. That isn't the first time it's happened, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, so it is that. This is not the first time it's happened, by the way. This thing has happened before. I know. I messed with my iPhone friends, like, I think 4 years ago, 5 years ago. So this has happened before. I want to say it was about 4 years ago, where, yeah, you could text message them something, and this exact same thing would pretty much happen. So it is really messed up. It's hilarious, in my opinion. But why hasn't Apple fixed it yet? They're trying to. They're trying to figure out what basically is causing the issue. It will probably be fixed by the end of the week, but yeah, it's silly. It really is. What is the best USB Type-C headphones? You know, I have not checked out that many Type-C headphones. They are rather rare, to be honest. So off the top of my head, I cannot give you a Type-C headphones that I just like, oh, those are great headphones. Yeah, no, can't think of any of them off the top of my head, at least. I heard the Razer ones are pretty good, but I haven't used them myself, but that's what I've heard. Notch equals just no. Yep, there you go. I got an Android, so I wouldn't have to have a notch. Yeah, there you go. See, people are avoiding that notch for all reasons. Maybe ASUS is trying to attract Apple users to Android. This is the only reason I think they could justify the notch. Yeah, I get that, but like, that's not the way to do it. Like, you don't do it with a feature that Apple users themselves don't care about. So, I mean, that's what I'm trying to get across. You sound like Jerry Seinfeld about the notch. What is a notch? Some companies want to look like iPhone so people would buy it. They're missing the point why people buy iPhone. It's the ecosystem, not the notch. Absolutely, definitely. What is your thoughts on the Essential phone? For me, the Essential phone, honestly, it's more interesting now with the new Alexa version of it. But I still think, you know, I haven't looked at the camera in a while, but I still think for the price point, I wouldn't get it. I mean, at a $500 price point, I would rather get the OnePlus 5T. Yeah, I don't know unless it was closer to the $300 price range, I don't know. I would recommend the Essential phone, and for me at least. Whoa! A whole bunch of questions just loaded. Everyone drink. I just took my drink, so everyone drink. That is the rules of the game, by the way. If I say that, you have to drink. Where was I? Still waiting on your video of headphones that passed the Starbucks test. I see you mentioned teasers in your last headphone review. Oh, yes. They are right over here. Right here. Literally right there. They're underneath the Jabras in that past headphone test. It is coming. So yes, it will be coming this week. Most likely Tuesday. Most likely Tuesday. Tomorrow I have a pretty video that I think everyone will like. Broadcam still trying to buy Qualcomm. Second attempt failed. What are your thoughts on that? I don't know if it's gonna go through now at this point. I feel like something isn't being worked out properly, so we'll see if it happens. But I honestly just don't think it's gonna happen. If you have too many issues of getting to the first step before FTC, before you have to go through any regulations, it's not going along well. The convertible one is cheap now anyway. Yeah, so we'll see how the new one does. I think the new one's going to be really cheap just to get wireless chargers out there. As far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't buy another tablet. The screen on most phones is big enough now, not deemed tablets necessary. I agree. That is a big reason why tablets aren't being purchased as much anymore, is because phone screens have gotten so much bigger. Unbox Therapy, 10 million subscribers. I don't get it. He's boring in my opinion. I don't think he's boring. I do not think he's boring, to be honest. I mean, for him, I wish I had that kind of quality of video. Like, I would love to have that kind of quality. I mean, he shoots with a Canon C300 if I'm not mistaken, and I mean, he has, you know, a bunch of people working for him. It all came from that, you know, big giveaway he did with iPhone. So I just need to get a truck full of iPhones, and that way I can get, you know, millions of views every time, I guess. How did you spend your Valentine's Day? Me and my wife went to go see the Aladdin play over here in the Pantages Theater in Hollywood. It was really nice. I will say this, I feel some kind of way about, let me put it this way, Abu, you know, the monkey, is not in it. So I feel some kind of way about that. Also, I didn't think Jasmine was that good of a singer, in just my opinion. But yeah, overall it was a really great night, and it was funny because like I immediately wanted to hear the songs, the original Aladdin songs right after. So yeah. iOS is going to a 2-year cycle starting with iOS 12. Yes, I have heard that as well. I don't know if they're going to really go to a 2-year cycle. I think they're just not going to upgrade it as big. If they go to a 2-year cycle, I think that's going to hurt them, to be honest. I would say they're still going to do 12, 13, 14, in my opinion, but they're going to do a lot less of an upgrade. Like, you're like, okay, like it adds this 2 or 3 things and that's it. They're not going to have a whole wall full of upgrades that this iOS 11, iOS 10 has had in the past. My kids play more on my Samsung Tab than both my wife or I. Just easier to watch videos and movies. Yeah, I would say that. So like for my niece, you know, she has my wife's what is it? The Galaxy Tab Pro 8.4 inch, I want to say, which is like a 4-year-old tablet. Perfect for her, right? She's 7. I mean, perfect for her. She doesn't need anything else. So yeah, that's yeah. Will there any be surprises, Samsung announcements? I mean, no, now that the Tab S4, now, no. Yeah. Samsung Notebook 9 pen went on sale today. Yes, it did. I'm hearing the Tab S4 will be announced with the S9. Yeah, it will be. It's going to be announced at MWC. I asked people after I saw it, and yeah. Those glasses look dorky. Google Glass he's talking about. But once everyone has one, people will buy it anyway. Yes, I agree. I'm waiting for Google contact lenses. Yeah, Google did do a patent for like contact lenses, and so did Samsung at one point too. But basically, yeah, like now those glasses were actually to measure like it was some disease that had to deal with your eyes, so it could check the levels of it. But of course people were like, well, once we have smart contacts, then it's only going to be more. So right, so yeah, that'll be interesting when we get to that point. Google Glass is so over 9,000 ago. Show us the S9 Plus already, lol. Undercover Samsung employee. Look, I wish I was a Samsung employee. I could tell them so many things they're doing right and wrong. But I do not know why you guys think I have a Galaxy S9 Plus. I just do not understand why you guys keep thinking that. Please, let's not start this again, because, you know, all last episode of Mobile Weekly, you guys kept saying for me to show it, and I'm like, I don't have it. So let's not get into all that again. I'm wondering if LG can sustain or go by way of BlackBerry or make a comeback years later. We'll see. We'll see. Rigsby shades will be hot though, not gonna lie. Oh, Rigsby shades will like be like Morpheus in the Matrix. You just like put them on like this and you'll be in the Matrix basically with Rigsby shades. That's how powerful Rigsby shades are gonna be. Rigsby shades, when? I'll definitely get those. We're still trying to find the right manufacturer for that. No manufacturer is good enough yet at augmented reality for those. 400 off the Note 8 and S8 models at the Samsung store with eligible trade-in. That's really good. So you have the trade-in and free Bluetooth headphones. So not a bad deal at all. I would have liked to get free wireless earphones on my Note 8. Not mad about the memory card and wireless charger I got though. There you go. You don't need a notch on Android phone, especially when there is no real benefit. Absolutely agree with you. Any ideas on what Samsung will be giving with the S9? Probably DeX. Yeah, I would say DeX is definitely a strong possibility. I think they're going to be giving stuff and trade-ins will be there. And yeah. Any idea, sorry. What's up with the Galaxy X? Is anyone else's YouTube crashing? Mine, let me see if my stream is still going good. My stream status still says good, so I think I'm going good right now still. Whoa, a whole bunch of questions just loaded. Everybody drink. I keep getting a message on my phone saying please set unmeg app key. What does that mean? I would start deleting any app you had recently. Yeah, there's Reddit post on it and all this kind of stuff. But it looks like something bad. It definitely looks like something bad. It could be malware, it looks like. But yeah. Holiday, I would definitely put your phone in safe mode and start uninstalling some things. S9 may have an SD card or a charger. We shall see. Hopefully new Gear 360. Mine crashed 3 times on my iPhone watching on my Note 8. Now no issues. Well then. Well then. I guess Apple saw like my title and, you know, started like crashing, you know, no, I'm just playing. YouTube has been laggy a couple of weeks now. I haven't had any issues with mine, but I'm curious. I want Samsung Android tablets for OLED display. Yeah, and that's what I still love about my Tab S3. It's an OLED display, so anytime I'm on a plane and I watch a movie, that's the main time I still use it because the display is beautiful. I wish the new Samsung S phones would come with the Gear VR and 360 camera, and at least I think that's too much. To be honest, you're talking about the price point almost of and a 32 gig memory card. I would slap Samsung if they gave me a 32 gig memory card. I want a 128, no, or 64. What am I gonna do with 32 gigs? I hear the Note 9 is dropping soon. You heard wrong, sir. I personally can't wait till Samsung Unpacked on February 25th and Apple's WWDC sometime in June. Yeah, they're always fun. Oh man, I hate to hear about the escrow. Oh yeah, it sucked. Note 9 is supposed to drop before the Galaxy X. What the heck? Nope, not gonna happen. Well, yeah. Scratch on the screen. Scratch on the screen is a new feature. Yeah. Now with scratches on your screen. I don't think I would like my Google Home Mini as much as I didn't think I would like my Google Home Mini as much as I did. Dude, even I think I mentioned this last week, but my dad, who does not know how to operate a phone, only uses his tablet for, like, you know, slot machine games, is in love with the Google Home Sony speaker that I got from my mom, and he's like, I want one. I'm like, why do you want one? You don't use any technology. He's like, oh, because I like it. I can ask it questions and I can tell it to play music. There you go. That's just it. So yeah. My Alexa just said something I can't repeat. Well then, I don't think Alexa's appreciating me right now. New Samsung phones, how come with a crack on the screen, free of charge? New Samsung phones, now with a crack on the screen, free of charge. Alexa goes through Bing. Oh, goes through Bing, but Google Home goes through Google. Put the puzzle together. That is kind of true. Mostly because the Echo made noise I can't match. How to you full screen on the YouTube on the Note 8? Pinch to zoom. You just literally put on YouTube, put on a video, pinch to zoom. That's how you do it. I don't know what the hell that is on the video. I literally just tapped the first video that came up. I don't know why that came up for me. Hey bro, are you just awesome? You are just awesome with knowledge. Well, thank you. Whoa, a whole bunch of questions just loaded. Everyone drink. I think it's the third drink. All right. Where were we? At least the SA Plus pinch in to zoom out. Yeah, exactly. If I have an unlocked phone, LG V40 or S9, can I avoid forced cell phone software updates? Not any more than you could, but you might get them later. Without manually doing it. Like, I can manually update this phone earlier than most, but over the air update, it would take longer. S9 or Note 9? Note 9 will be better than the S9. Now that the government has said where it stands, what do you think of Huawei stands chance in the US? It's interesting. Again, I still maintain before what I said last week. So last week someone asked me the same question. I'm not sure if it was you, but someone asked me, like, what do you think about Huawei and ZTE and the government saying all this crap about them? Their phones have been here for years. I mean, years. ZTE is actually one of the main manufacturers of all hotspots. So if you have a 4G hotspot, it's most likely made by ZTE. So I don't know. I mean, it's a really curiosity. But yeah, I don't know. I do not think it's real, to be honest. I mean, it could be wrong. I mean, look, I'm as a person that I worry about my privacy as much as anyone, even though I have all this technology always around me. But I don't know. I'm not afraid of Huawei and like spying on with their products. That's just me. I mean, I don't know. They have been around for years. Why have we never found proof of it then? Because there is no proof so far. There's suspicions, there's hearsay, there's all this kind of stuff. But as of right now, there's been no proof of it. Ricky, did you hear the CIA gave Amazon $600 million? What's that about? I have not heard that, Shaft. No, I haven't heard anything about that. I'm curious about it. Oh. It looks like to revamp their computing cloud software. Which, I mean, is funny, but, I mean, you have to imagine their software is so out of date. Government softwares are usually really out of date. They're usually very well protected and encrypted to hell, but they're usually very, you know, like the GUI, the look of it is very, like, outdated. So it looks like they just need an overhaul. But it could be something more. I have an iPhone 9, Windows 9, iPhone 2, 2S. I got free Amazon Prime for 1 year with my EDU. Oh, really cool. How come my Note 5, when I put it down, the swing from 1440p to 720p, I get 3 hours of battery used out of my phone when I put it in 1440p and only get 2 hours use. I mean, your phone's dying really quickly. That's all there is to it. It seems like, to be honest. I think your battery's bad. I mean, you probably need to replace your battery. Your battery's probably just bad at this point. Use wireless charging on your next phone too, so you won't have as many overcharge issues. That's what I'm guessing. Your cycle count's been up because of overcharging. S9 Plus will have OLED screens. Yes. Yes. I remember the old iMessenger bug. Yep. Again, it happened before. This time it's one character. Yeah, last time it was like, I think a sentence or a phrase or something like that. Will the Note 9 and S9 series have a better glass than Gorilla Glass 5? Not one of them. I think if Samsung has stockpile of OLEDs for Apple that they don't buy, they sell them to another manufacturer. I agree. I'm not sure they won't go to waste. Yeah, they won't go to waste. Pretty soon phones won't even have screens. Then the battery will be last for a year. That will be great. Yeah. It's even crashing iPhones, MacBooks, the character displayed on the screen, like on Reddit, Facebook. Wow. They're gonna fix it this week. I would have to imagine that Apple has no choice but to fix it this week, to be honest. I bought the Jabras for my niece for her birthday. Oh, congratulations to your niece. I hope she has a very happy birthday, and let me know if she likes them. Unbox Therapy showed a video saying that if the sender on iMessage sends a rescue text, yeah, basically it cannot display this letter, right? So what he showed is basically if you only send that, right, the person won't be able to open their iMessage at all. But if you send something else after that, then they can open iMessage, but as soon as they try to open your text message, it again will have the same effect. They have the Essential phone for $450 right now. All the reviews I've seen recently have come a long way with the updates for the next 3 years, essentially based on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, again, it's gotten a lot better, but yeah. Are you going to MWC next week? No, unfortunately, currently cannot afford to go to MWC right now. I would love to in the future. I'm hoping next year that we really are able to go to MWC. My goal is to this year to go to IFA, which is in September. We'll have to see how it goes, or at least to Samsung's Unpacked event for the Note in New York. You should just go back in time and bend the iPhone 6 first and bam, 10 million. I know, right? Just need to bend the iPhone and then that's it. So you're doing a video on the S9 Plus tomorrow? What makes you think that? No, I like Unbox, he cool people. No, I completely agree. I completely like Unbox Therapy. I watch every one of his videos. MKBHD is probably my favorite in the big YouTubers, you know, the big ones. I like him. I like Linus Tech Tips. I like Jonathan. Carl's good. Austin is good. But yeah, MKBHD I would probably say is my favorite out of the big time YouTubers in tech. Oh, well, to be fair, I mean, he's not as big as them, but my still favorite is Mr. Mobile. I have both the Gyros 3 Classic and a Gyros 3 Black Chrome version. It's been over a year since it came out. I love it. When will the Gyros 4 come out? It will come out with the Note 9. What new info will we have on it? Nothing so far. Whoa, a whole bunch of questions just loaded. I need some fifth drink. Wow, that is really impressive that the coffee is still hot. Still don't know about the price point though, so. Hurry, more questions, it's drinking time. I'm hearing buzz about Apple is glasses. I don't think the AI glasses are coming in the next 2 years, to be honest, but I could be wrong. I think we're 3 years away. 3 years seems about right. Again, that'll be 5G, will be more established by then. I think you need 5G for glasses. Will the Note 9 be 5G ready? Yes, I believe so. Just heard you have an S9 Plus. What the hell? Why do people keep thinking I have an S9 Plus? What, just because I have some AR emojis? I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. So no, I do not have an S9 Plus. I have an S8 and a Galaxy S, first generation of the S line watches. Does that mean I can build an S9? Lol, lol, lol. That's hilarious. How can I put the phone in safe mode? And yes, my YouTube has been crashing also. It depends on your phone. Just Google whatever your phone is. So like Galaxy S8 or Galaxy S7 or Note 8. Whatever it is, safe mode, because it's some combination with Bixby. It changed. I forget what it is right now off the top of my head, but it's something like power, turn off the phone, and when you turn it on, you hold like power Bixby button or volume down or some combination of that, and it boots into safe mode. I sent this to my friend with an iPhone and his phone didn't crash. Fake news. Do you have the right character? Because I have seen it really crash a lot of them. Not just on like videos, but it has happened for sure. You know something about the Galaxy X? What are you hiding? I'm not hiding anything. They're on to me. Let's see. Is the S9 worth the price? Honestly, S9, don't know. S9 Plus, yeah. And for $10 extra, the scratch will come with a permanent hair on the microtransaction button. That's awesome. What case do you use on your S9 Plus? Well, there's not many cases out for the S9 Plus. I would assume only a Spigen case would be out right now for the S9 Plus. Not that I have a case or a phone. I'm just saying, you know, it's pretty durable. if it would be out. Spigen would probably be the case you would be able to get. What am I drinking? I'm just drinking coffee. So no Kahlua. So Samsung pulled Oreo update for the S8. Yes, they did. They are currently working on getting another one, but they did pull it. Whoa. Whole bunch of questions just loaded. Whoops. What do you think about the solid battery life on the Pixel 2 XL? I'm loving it. Any thoughts? The battery life on the Pixel 2 XL is good. It's not the best. It's not the top 3 to be honest. But I liked it when I was using it. I'm not using the Pixel 2 right now. I'm wrapping up my review on the Huawei Mate 10 Pro. So that's finishing up. That does have the best battery life currently out of all smartphones. And then I'm jumping on, I finally got the LG V30. I know it's been forever, but we will be reviewing that one shortly. So yeah. Ryan, please stop doing that logo, because if it does crash some of my users, I will kick you out. So yeah, stop. Don't be mean. How to get 2 gigabit LTE for... Wait, what? Is it possible the S8 will never get Oreo? No, it will get Oreo. Will the Note 8 Oreo update be pushed back now at the S8? Yes, it will be pushed back. What do you think about Amazon buying Whole Foods grocery list straight to my door? Love the day and age. I love the fact that Amazon bought Whole Foods. Not to mention just because we're getting cheaper prices for whole food products as well. But I love the idea of it. I think it's progress. I don't know if you guys know this, but the rumor right now is actually Amazon buying Target. That would be insane. And the reason why they would do that is one of the reasons why they bought Whole Food is to get more into the grocery delivering fresh business kind of stuff. But the bigger thing about that is buying Targets would mean they would then, with Whole Foods and Targets, have about half the stores that Walmart has. So they would really be able to take down Walmart more closely at that point, because Walmart's online thing crashed and burned pretty much, but they obviously still dominate in brick and mortar stores. But if Amazon could have both, that would be really interesting. It would be really interesting. Not to mention that you're talking about Prime. Prime Now would go to so many more locations because you could have delivery of everything then. So very interesting. Again, the reason why they want to buy more places is to have more distribution centers, basically, so that like everywhere you are, you can get delivered rapidly, and that is a beautiful day and age to live in. CIA getting Rigsby confirmed. No, CIA can't afford Rigsby. S8 will get Oreo once they fix the whatever issue. Yes. Whoa, a whole bunch of questions just loaded. I just got Bigsby on the iPhone X and Siri on the S8. Hello. Being serious, I have iOS developer beta profiles. That's cool. Aluminum glass is better than Gorilla Glass. Sapphire or Sapphire, look it up. Scratch-proof, bulletproof, 50 caliber proof, if thick enough. Yeah, I mean that would be great, but eventually we're not going to have glass. It's just going to be a plastic screen because it's going to be bendable. I heard you mention Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes, which is better in your opinion by comparison of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Oh, that's hard though. That's hard. I mean, Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, if you want a 2-season amazing animated show that, I'll say it, rivals Young Justice. I said it. Young Justice was more serious, mind you, but Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes was the first cartoon I would say was equal on par with the 90s cartoons. If you know about superhero cartoons, the 90s gave us the best ones. Batman is still considered by most, including myself, pretty much the best one. Spider-Man, X-Men, Superman, Justice League Unlimited. It was the renaissance of cartoon superhero shows, and that was probably the best one I've seen since then. I do like it more than Young Justice, although Young Justice takes more of a serious tone. Kind of like a Marvel DC thing, right? But yeah. S9 Plus, how to make full screen. Oh, for the S9 Plus, I mean, I would assume you're gonna pinch the zoom. Everything Apple Pro is my favorite. He's pretty good. He's pretty good for sure. YouTube app is crashing, Ricky, not the website. Oh, the app keeps crashing. Huh, I don't know. I haven't had it crash. Knock on wood. Hopefully I don't have it now, but yeah. Have you heard anything about the Tab S4? And if so, when will it be coming out? It's going to be announced on the 25th alongside with the Samsung smartphone. So yeah, there you go. He doesn't have the S9 Plus. He has a Galaxy X. Well, that is interesting that you say that, right? Because although people have asked me about the S9 Plus the entire time, they never asked me if I have the Galaxy X. That's a really interesting observation you got there. Rigsby has AR emoji, nothing suspicious about it. So we won't ever see a new Note tablet again. Well, what they did was, if you aren't familiar with the Tab S3, the Tab S3 came with an S Pen. So although it doesn't have a pen built into it anymore because it's too thin to have one, they do include an S Pen with it, with all the S Pen functionality that you get on the Note 8. Your channel is great. Live Q&A is what drew in maximum viewer engagement. Thank you, I appreciate that. Ricky doesn't have the S9. He has the Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 prototype. All these suspicions on phones that I have. Hey Ricky, great show. When do you expect us to be getting a foldable Samsung device? This year. Well, foldable or bendable? Those are two different things. He's all about coffee. He's all about coffee. Coffee with no Kahlua. I'm too faded to ask any more questions. Good thing I'm driving and texting in VR. That's hilarious. And a bit scary. There's a Tim Cast episode on Amazon store, and he on how easy it is to shoplift from self-checkout stores. That is interesting. I haven't actually seen that, but I do think those stores are really innovative too. I don't know how well they'll do, but I'm very curious in that kind of future. Great job on the Q&As, really enjoy, but midnight is here, time for bed again. Thanks for the effort, thank you for watching. Sorry, I didn't mean to try to crash anyone's phone with the sign. It's not what I wanted. Okay, no problem, no problem. No, it's not fake news. I'm not saying I crashed any people's phones, but I have seen it crash in front of me. Not that I did it. Amazon is partnering with UPS. I think they partnered with them for a little bit. Top 5 PS4 games of 2018, like top 5 anticipated. Kingdom Hearts 3 is my most anticipated phone for the past 3 years, so that one's going to be it. Final Fantasy 7 remake is probably not going to come out this year, but that would be my second. God of War, the new one, I'm very curious to play that one. I can't think of the other ones right now, to be honest. But yeah, those are first ones that come to my top of my head. Amazon is trying to take over the world and rob your house and with their new delivery system. Well, you know, at least they're letting you know. They let you view the camera while they're robbing the house. That's nice. True 90s made some great cartoons. 90s had some great sitcoms too, absolutely. I like Magic Tech Review and CV Tech. You should check them out. Magic Tech Reviews sounds very interesting to me. Oh yeah, I truly agree with Earth Mightiest Heroes. Old school. It's like an old school Justice League cartoon. Yeah, absolutely. What? You have a Samsung X, RICKY, YouTube Jedi. You are. That's hilarious. I thought the Notebook 9 came in 13 and 15. It does, but I believe only currently the 13 is currently out right now. The 15 it should come out later this year. Will Galaxy be foldable or will Galaxy X be foldable or bendable? Can't say that. There is no suspicious Samsungs you are. There are no suspicious Samsungs you are looking for. These aren't the Samsung devices you're looking for. These aren't Galaxy phones you're looking for. There you go. God of War is the only reason I miss having a PlayStation. Yep. Oh, and how are you feeling about Dragon Ball Super? Dragon Ball Super, I am up to still episode 49, although I have up to episode I've watched up to episode 48. I have up to episode 51 now. I just haven't had the time to do it. So yeah. Alright guys, I think I will wrap up the show here. I got a lot of things to do. I gotta wake up pretty early tomorrow morning, and I have to record videos tonight before then. So I think we will call that a show. Thank you guys always so much for watching. Again, I really do appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys asking all these questions to keep the show going always. And yeah, should have some really good videos I think you guys will like this upcoming week. And tomorrow, we'll kick it off with a bang. Alright guys, thank you as always so much for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, why don't you go ahead and subscribe up there. Make sure you follow us on social media right here. And of course, check out our latest video up there. And right down here, you're going to find the perfect video for you. Or at least that's what YouTube tells me. Thanks again.